Hi, y'all. I just wanted to come in and say hello. How are you? And do a little show and tell. And I'm just doing a show and tell because I have these people. I have people. I have people. And they tell me you haven't made a video in a while and we need you to make us a video. And so I don't have anything to do. Well, I do have things to do. That would be a total falsation or something. So I figure I'll just show you what I'm doing. Well, but see, I'm showing what I'm doing. This is just a show and tell. First of all, I'm working on this here piece of fabric. See, I'm making this quilted. It's just all very quilted. On both sides, it's just pieced on both sides and quilted. And so I got a pretty big seat. It's about 22 by 22 or something like that. And so that's what I'm working on. And working on this so I can make these. These are so awesome. I had to have my daughter go buy me a can of soda just so I'd have the can, and well, then I drink the soda. I shouldn't have done that, but boy, was it good. But see, I needed the dimensions so I could make a soda can cozy. I call them a cozy. Some people call them koozies. But see, I needed that so I could come up with the right size, see? And but this is a hillbilly one or a redneck. I'm not sure if it's it's a redneck hillbilly can koozie because it's just scraps, you see. How many calories? 200. Oh, there was 200 calories in that can right there. So I've made two, but now I need to get me a small can too, because see, these fit the tall cans. And I got my pattern fixed so that it fits. Well, that pattern doesn't look straight, but it gives me what I need there. See, that's my talking. But you know what I think now I want to do? I got some little tiny pom-poms, like a pom-pom trim. I think I want to put that around the top. I think that would make my redneck can koozie even that much better. And so I've made two of them sizes, and then I made one of the little one. And so, but I have to get a little can so I can, but actually you could use the little one on a big can too. And because you do want your cans to be all cozy. You could use the little one on a big can too. This one here, I got that little circle part. This side is good, but this side's a little big. I might have to just trim that off and do some more stitching. And I found too that I need a little bit more stitching on the bottom to make it a little bit more stiffer on the bottom of it. But anyway, that's what I was doing there. And I was just in this. But then I was watching these girls on a live stream they were doing, and these crazy girls. Man, did I love them because they's crazy as ever. Never watched them before, but I just love crazy people. And so then I thought, see, I saved these little pieces like this because then I can sew these even on top of the other ones and even make them even more redneckish. Then I've been making like a lot of bows. I've been tying bows. These here bows they're all a double bow. So there's two loops on each side. And I'm going to have them in my sail. See this one here, I got all the different, but here, see, you can see there's two loops on each side. I cheat and use a bow maker, but hey, it's fun. And so I've made a bunch of them bows. So I've done that too. But this is what I want to tell you this. I want to tell you this. What's in there? Okay. Somebody has not, my maid quit, as you can see. Oh, see, there's a bow right there. See, it's got two loops there on each side. And I make them out of I make them out of these ones. Well, I make them out of ribbon too, but I use seam binding on these because seam binding is so soft. And I had just got a bunch of seam binding from Rosita. She was selling it at her sale, and I figured I had to have it. So I've been sitting there and I've been sewing them together. So now this is what I want. Now in the past, I have done a lot of quilling, which is paper twirling. See the dust on that one? That's because I made that a long time ago. And these girls were quilling, or this one girl was doing quilling. And I said, well, dang it, I got to get out my quilling stuff. Because I have books on paper quilling, quilled greeting cards, quilled borders, paper quilling. I made this once. I made that one. I sold it to my aunt actually bought it. And yeah, see, I even have my marker still in there where I made that one. That was so pretty. And quilling is just amazing. And then I have this one, New Concepts in Paper Quilling. But what I want to do is, look at, they're so pretty with stuff you can make with quilling. And you don't need much. You don't need much brains to do that. Quill it easy. This is mostly cards and tags and stuff. Thrilling quilling. Them ones are nice too in here. Oh, this is a book I got recently. Well, last year sometime, I think. Gosh, I think it was Aaron selling it. And selling books. And oh, I have two of them books. So I must have had one already and then got one from, I think it was Aaron. I could be wrong. This is for scrapbooking cards and paper quilling. That's when you get really into stuff. Sometimes you just get crazy as ever. Filigree to make in a weekend. So many pretty things you can do with quilling. Beautiful things. Oh, I've done that bird too. Oh, I did a bird once. I did and framed it. I made a I forget what kind of bird it was, but it was green and yellow. And because that's when I had birds at that time. And then some lady, she had birds, but she couldn't take care of all of her birds. Oh, I've made that too. She couldn't take care of all her birds, but she was keeping her big bird, her big green bird, which I can't remember what it was called. And oh, these are cute. And so, and she just gave them all to me. She gave me, and I loved having her birds. Look how cute. All them birds, I just loved them. And so I made her a large, I think the whole thing was like a 12 by 14 or 10 by 14 or something image. And I gave that to her as a thank you, and she absolutely loved it because I made it to match her bird. Paper quilling for the first time. Yeah, I have enough books. Beautiful quilling, three-dimensional quilling. That's what I want to do a lot of. Ooh, books are heavy. I want to do the three-dimensionals. And see, I've done three-dimensionals before, and I wind up giving them away, or some of them I actually sold. But after I, like, look at that, how pretty these are. And I, look at the pink poodle. And so, look at the frog. Look at the frog, I'm telling you. These are adorbs. And so I just went and dug all this stuff out again. Now I have to get me one more rolly cart so that I can put all my stuff in the rolly cart. And so you guys are going to be seeing some videos on quilling, because I think I really want to get into that again. Put some of my stuff off to the side for a while, and that's like a bunch of books. And so then I also have like some kits. Oh, this is an alphabet kit. So you can make alphabets. So you use these thin strips of paper. Oh, this one here is for making, oh, cool. This one has these kits I got at an auction sale. Gosh, I think it was Erin and Erotics or something, but it might not have been her. But this has got all the papers. This is the wider papers. It's got googly eyes in it. It's got the spinner in there. This is great. And look at this. Let me pull that out of there. I might play with these papers. Oh, see, there's the honey bear, and there's the little boy and girl, and then there's the flower pot with the lid. Oh, yeah. I might just work on those since everything's in that kit. Here's this one doesn't have the papers. Oh, yeah, it does. Papers inside. This is a Christmas kit. Oh my gosh. So that's something you can do. If you haven't done any quilling, you can buy these little kits like this and just make little things. Oh, I've made some of these little things and put them on cards because these are real flat. They're not dimensional. So cute. And here, patio plants, this one's called. Yeah, see, these I got from that auction. Yeah, I want to make some of them too. And very pretty. Yeah, I'm going to be doing quilling kit. This one's, oh man. All right, but see, and then I have this paper, quilling paper. Out the Yazoo. I got plenty of quilling paper. It comes in different widths. Like this is 1/8 width. I think these are all 1/8 here. They're different colors. I have cut my own quilling paper too, but it's much better to just, for me, it's much better to buy it already. And you can buy it like this with all the different colors too. And God, I gotta get me another rolly cart for this. I love my rolly carts. And like this is variegated. It starts at one end with a light color and then ends up with a darker color. That's variegated too, or graduated they call it. Red, so it's very light pink at one end and then very darker red at the other. I'll show you how I do these things. Look at all the colors in this one. That's 1/8 inch too. Oh, I got another one of them. See, I can't let this stuff just go to rack and ruin. And then, oh, this is, oh, I haven't touched this in so long. That's a mirror foil on that one. Oh, 8 inch. Good deal. Look at the colors in this stuff. I just look at this stuff. Just amazing. What is this? What is this in my quilling stuff? It doesn't look like I'm quilling something. Oh, it's just a foam pad. Yeah, you can use foam pads too. And then here's some more. Holy Hannah. Oh, here's some that's not in the package. And then I got about this much steel. I got about this much steel back there in my corner of my room. I'm going to put my can over here. There. And I'm going to move this. I'll pile this. You know what? Thanksgiving is coming. This is my dining room table. And so Thanksgiving is coming. And we're going to do Thanksgiving here at my house. Well, not all of my family, but some of my family is going to be here. And this is enough for me to put my plate right here, so we're good, right? Okay, so then, let me see what else I have in here. Oh, this here is cool because when you're making the round things for dimensional quilling, you can put them right in here and make them the size you want. And for some reason I got a couple, well, actually I even got one more of these. I got a blue one too. Oops, there's an empty bag. And then, oh, this is my fringer is supposed to be in here. My fringer. Here's my fringer. Oh, there it is. See, this is a fringer, so that you can fringe the paper and make fringy things. And then, oh, there's glue. And, oh, there's my little skinny glue. You have to always have skinny glue. And then, oh, and there's my clear glue. And this is you can buy these as an onion holder to hold an onion when you're cutting it, or you can these are also good for making quilled doohickeys. And this is a quilling stick. What's the name of it? I don't know. And then this is a template where you can use all these different templates to make different designs. And then this one is another one, but this one just makes the circles, different size circles that you need. And then this is some more paper. I'll put that right on over there. And then these also, this one here makes circles of different sizes, and this one makes triangles of different sizes. And then, let's see, what else? Now these are wait a minute, wipe the dust off. These were bought apparently at Hobby Lobby for $3.99, which are butterflies that are already made. I don't know why I have them in there. And then, okay. And then I have, well then here I go with, now I'm at the bottom of my bin, so I'm going to throw my books just to hang on a minute, you guys, hang on. Or hang on or hang up, one or the other. I'm going to, excuse the noise, because I'm throwing my books back down into the bin. Oh, good. Now I spilled my drink. I don't mind if I spilled my drink. Thank God it wasn't another glass jar. Okay, now, you put these over here. Let me see. I'm going to take out, where was that one that I said I'm going to play with? Okay. See, like here, this is so simple to make these little butterflies. I should show you how to do them. Wait a minute here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Will I do that or will I do this? I'm going to use them right now. There. Now, this is actually for your hair, but I use it in quilling. And, oh, that's my CBD thing. I wondered what I did with that. Oh, Lord. Okay. So, now, let me see. Let's go ahead and try something here. Now, I have a few of the, now this one is slotted. It's got a slot in there, I think. Where's my glasses? Oh, here's some glasses right here. Yeah, this one has a slot in it. This one does not. This is also a quilling stick. Oops, put it back in there. But it's just pointed because sometimes you don't want a hole in the middle of what you're quilling. So then you need, oh, this is another one of these. And this one's a Lake City Craft Company. That one's got a slot in it. And that one's got a, so I guess I got a few of them. Oh, I wondered what I did with that. This is very dusty. But this is to make your paper like wiggly. And let me see. Oh, let me see, just a minute. And so, now in here I have a lot of these tweezers that are reverse tweezers because I use those a lot in quilling. Because, well, I have some that aren't reverse too, but most of these in here are reverse tweezers, so they'll hold things for me. They're like having extra hands. And I don't know why I got them nail clippers in there. Okay, so anyhow, this is what I'm going to do right now. Now, I haven't quilled a single piece of paper probably in 5 years. Not a single piece of paper. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece and I'm just going to, this is a circle sizer here. So depending on what size circle you want. Now, because like here, it'll tell you in the directions. They're really simple to do. See, this is the slotted tool. And then this. And you really, in my opinion, need a slotted tool. Some people don't need them. Some people just use a toothpick. And this is, they call this a curling coach. You know how I know that? It says it right on there. And so, see, I have another one of these too. I got more of this stuff in my other room, but I just got some. Now, that's a curling coach. And there's another tool. And these are googly eyes. Oh, this is a wider. This is 1/4 inch. This is 1/4 inch paper in this one. So, see here you have the curling coach is a good idea to have. You put the tool through the coach. You put it through the coach, and this, when you're twisting your paper, then your paper twists nice and flat against that. And so let's just go ahead and take a piece of paper. I think these are 18 inches. Let me check. Yeah, these are about 18 inches. That's usually what they are about. And here it says I'm only going to use half of this. I'm only going to use half of this. And I'm not going to cut it. I'm going to tear it in half. I usually always tear it in half because then when you're gluing it, to the where you end when you glue it, the end kind of blends right in. So then see, then they call this a slotted tool because it's got a little slot in there. It's little slot. So I'm going to take that, put that right in there, and then I'm going to put the end of that paper right into that slot. See, it fits right into the slot, and then you just start twirling. And see, by having this here coach with it, then your paper stays where it doesn't get wonky. I mean, you could make paper beads with this. Or some people spin paper like this to make a bead. Okay, now, let me see. I'm going to pull this out of here. Now, this thing is not in here very well. Maybe I can't use this one because I might need to glue that down to that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to glue that down to the frame. It won't work if it's wonky like that. Okay, so now here, I'm just gonna take this. I think that's 1 inch. I don't know. I'd have to measure again. Now see, now I'm gonna pull that off of there. There. Now I've got that in my hand, just my fingers, and I can put it now in the circle, in that circle, and I can let it unwind. Oh, well, maybe it doesn't want to unwind. Let me go to this circle. Let me go down to this circle. And see, now, if I was wanting to make, now where'd that other one go? If I was wanting to make my circles and I wanted them to be up here, I'd have to make, I'll play with that one too. We'll start at the untorn edge. Tommy Sue just went to go get us a salad. I'm hungry, so she's going to go get us a salad up there to the Publix. Okay, so now I'm just going to twirl this one without using the coach. And you can do it that way too. But you see, it's kind of it wants to get uncurly. It wants to, but then I can take my 2 thumbnails and smash it together, and now it's still straight. Now I want to see something here. Now see, it's been a while since I've done this. Now see, by putting those 2 in there, I have those are exactly the same size. But let me try something else now. I'm going to, sometimes we don't want that much paper in, and I might have been pulling this too tight. I'm going to now go ahead and twirl a whole strip of 18 inches, and I'm not pulling, now I'm holding the tension less, so it's not real tight. Now see here, it's getting all wonky there. It's okay. If I use the coach, it wouldn't. Now I'm going to pull it off of there, but then I'm going to flatten it. And then I'm going to put it, and see if I can put it in this biggest one. See there now, because I didn't pull it real tight that time. And then it'll relax. If I pulled it real tight, then it You see how that is there? All right, now let me see. Now I got to remember. Now my glue, wipe the dust off the top of the bottle. Now I'm going to take that out of there, but I'm going to use, the heck did I, oh, where the heck did I put this? I have some of these tweezers that are bent down like this. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to go to the side. I'm going to take this out like this. Now I pulled that out of there with my tweezers. So my tweezers are holding it. I want to glue it now. Just the tiniest bit of glue. And then, just to glue that very end. In fact, this glue is watered down, PVA glue, just watered down. Because you don't want a lot of glue in there. So it's watered down. Let me let that dry just for a second. And let me look real quick here. Most all the books, let me check this real quick. Most all of the books. Hi, Papa. Tommy Sue just came over. She said you sent her a message to find out if she was okay. And she was okay, but now she went to get me and her salad.
You hadn't heard from her all day long.
Yeah, she's okay.
Making sure she was okay.
Let me see. Most all books that you'll get then will give you all basic instructions. Oh, here. These are, they'll show you the different kinds of rolls that you can do. Like basic shapes, a tight roll with a center hole, tight teardrop with a center hole, tight marquee with a center hole, tight marquee with center spaces, tight roll with center spaces. But each one, it'll show you all of these. Some of the books has a little bit more when it comes to the telling you. Like here, it shows you how to make a square, an angle marquee, a rectangle, a triangle, holly leaf. It'll show you all these different shapes you can make with nothing but a circle of paper. And they're all amazing. They're just every bit amazing. An S music note, same side scroll, a square. You know, I could do a whole series of videos just teaching myself how to do this all over again, because it has been so long since and this is this fringer that I have here that you can fringe. You can make little fringy things with that, which is amazing. And so these are fun. And so anyhow, but yes, so any quilling book that you get will have those little directions in it. So where did I put that? Okay, here. Now see, that is just plumb round here, and then I can take it and pinch it on the end here and let it go. Pinch it and let it go, and then you get that that shape. And what did they call that shape? That's like one of the most common ones there. See, I have to re-educate myself on this quilling.
You used to be pretty good at that, girl.
I know, Papa, but I haven't done it in so long. Oh, you know what I should have done? I pinched at the top. Now, by pinching at the bottom, I got a I got what it's called a mess. That's what I did. Okay, wait a minute. Now I'm gonna. We're just playing here. This is just playing. Okay, now see, I'm gonna take this one. Take
Called a mess, though.
yes, love. It's called a mess.
Hey, Lord.
Okay, and so I'm gonna put a little glue on this one here. Glue that. See how I have it pinched with the tweezer? I have it pinched so it's I have it pinched so it's all the circle is down at the bottom. Now I'm going to pinch with my fingers, pinch the top. And there you go. And there you go. There you have it.
I love you, dog.
I love you too, Papa. And so then just do that other one. And usually what I do is I'll go like this. And why I have so many of these is because now see, I'll go ahead and tear these in half. The reason I have so many pair of tweezers is because this is the way I do things. Weirdly, this is how weirdly I do things. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead. Where'd I have that? Down here? Yeah, I had that on that one. See how my mind goes? And so I'm just going to twirl. Twirl that down, pull it off, flatten it out. So you don't need this quilling thing there, the coach, but it does help. So then I'll put that in there. And then I'm going to do another one. And see, as I twirl it, it's coming on wonky. It's wonky, but then I just smash it. You know, it looks like a little roll of toilet paper. And put that in there. Some people will glue theirs when they're still in here. Well, I've done that before, but it seems like I always get glue all over my stuff. I mean, into the tool actual. So I don't actually use it. I don't glue them when they're in there, but you can glue it well. You can glue it while it's in there. You can See, I'm putting all these in the same size, so they'll all open to the same size. And you can go in here and then put that glue and glue that while it's still in that, while it's relaxing. But I don't usually have too good a luck with that. But then I don't really have too good a luck with much of anything. And so then, now I'll do this one. Oh, this is just going to be fun to get back into this again because I've done so much of this. And then I've put them in shadow box frames and stuff. But gosh, it's been at least 5 years since I've touched this stuff. But I've had all my things, and they've just been sitting there. And then I just watched, like I said, I just watched these girls doing it. I said, "Oh man, I got to get my stuff out." Okay, so now what I'm gonna do? See, so now, see, I have this one in here, and this is why I have multiples of these tweezers. This is why I have multiples of these tweezers, because then I'll pick them up like this with the tweezer. That means it's not going to go anywhere. And then I'll put the glue there. And then I just set my tweezer down. Ooh, I'm trying to pop them out of their little holder circles. Now, like I say, I'm never claimed to be a teacher of any kind of thing. I teach what not to do. There, see how that will hold that there? Put that little bit of glue there. Boy, my fingernails look a nasty mess, don't they? And so then I'll get that like that right there. I might have my glue too watery here. Doesn't seem to want to hold that real well. Let me try this one. Let me see if this will work a little bit better. That might work better. And I don't remember what kind of glue I even have in there. But it's clear. Oh yeah, and see it's holding right away. So let me put this over here. That's fine. And that one's fine. Okay. So then I don't like to pinch it at the end, at the glue, where the glue end is going to be. I like the glue end to be away from where I pinch it with the tweezers. Well, I've been feeling a little wonky these last few days. I don't know why. I don't like feeling this way. Well, today's been kind of chilly too, so don't like feeling wonky. When you get to be 73 years old and you start feeling wonky, it's not good. Oh, she's back already. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to let these sit for a minute, although you guys won't even notice I'm gone. You won't even notice I'm gone. Oh, do you have enough space over there, Tommy Sue? I just threw all that junk over there.
I got no space.
Okay. There we go. So we're going to put these to dry. And I'm going to eat my salad. And just with a blink of an eye, I'll be done eating my salad. And put this here. Well, I don't know where my mouse is. So how can I put on? Oh, there's my mouse. It's over there. I'm going to put this on the pause effect. So there's my dinner. Oh, there we're back again. Okay, now see, I have 6 of those that I had made. And so now, while I ate my salad, they're all good and dry. And so I'm pinching them up above where the spin is there, see? So I'm pinching them up there. And so then they stay round. Well, I don't know how come some of these are different sizes, because I guess it's just because of the operator error. That one's big. Okay, so you see there how I just pinch that and take that off of there? And then I can put them around like this and have like a 5-petaled flower. And so if I were going to put it like on, let me just find a piece of paper. How can somebody not have a piece of paper in a house that is, this one's much bigger, so that doesn't look too bad either, even though it's bigger. Let me see. I'm just going to put this on. Let me just put it on the back of this envelope. See, now what I do is to glue these things down, the most organized person in the world, I take a piece of like plastic here, and then I'll put glue on this plastic like this, like that, just lightly. And then I can pick it up with my tweezers, pick up the piece, and put it down on that glue, pick that back up, and put it on my paper. Now, see, and then that, we'll glue that right. Then you don't get too much glue on your little quill piece. Rather than to try to put the glue right onto the and rather than to try the glue, put the glue on the piece, it's easier to do it this way. And then you get enough glue down there to glue your flower petal to the substrate, to the piece. So that one petal is a little bit bigger than the others. So then, now this thing, I know I've been on here already almost an hour, but now see, if I take a piece of the green, I'm going to take a piece of the green now, and I'm going to use this this tool, which I'm not sure what it's called, but you can buy that in the kitchen department. It's an onion thing. But let me see if I can see quickly what we call these. Well, those leaves are made a little bit differently. And or never mind. My next video maybe I'll be a little more organized because I won't have so much junk. But see what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start. Let's see. Let me see if I remember this correctly. And I'm going to go around 2 of the tines. You could use a fork, you even, to make a small leaf. Okay. Wrap it around 2 times. Tines, not times. Let me see. Maybe I don't remember how to do this. Okay, bear with me. Got to take into consideration my age of 73. God, I can't believe I'm 73. And there, and I just glued it there around them first 2. Now I'm going to go around 3. Now I'm going to go around 4. And then 5. Need to go back around the bottom and go up to 6, 7, 8. Just using up this whole piece of paper. 9, 10. See, so that I used up that whole piece of paper. And then I'll glue that end of that. Get me a little drink of my coffee. What is this called? I don't know what she said that was. My salad was delicious. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there, and I'll gently pull that off. And so then I'm going to pinch this bottom a little bit more. And then see, I have a leaf. And then get me another piece of green here. See, it'll take me a while to relearn all of this, because like I say, I haven't done it in a coon's age. So I'm gonna, to get this started, I'll first glue that for my first wrap. Glue my first wrap so it won't come off. Hi, Papa. Tommy just run to the Dollar General real quick now. She's a runner, girl.
What she runs at Dollar General for?
Get something that's marked down, and she bought one and showed it to me, and she said, "Do you want these? They're only 10 cents a piece." I said, "Oh my gosh, yes." They're like little flags. Okay, so I'm getting this one all wrapped around there. Now I'll glue this. And, ouch, pull that off, pinch that. And then I have
Cool.
2 leaves. Papa thinks it's cool.
That's awesome.
See there? So there's a flower with two leaves. And then I could just make a stem. And so if I just want a stem, I could just take, and there I've got about 5 or 6 of the tines. And I'm just going to wrap that around just 2 times. And then tear it right there and glue that. And there it is for my stem. So then, where'd I put my little plasticky thing? Oh, there it is. Now see, I can take my glue, put it there on my plasticky thing, and I can take my stem and I'm just gluing that one edge, and I'll put that down here where the stem of the flower would go. And then I'm gluing the leaf. I'll put that there. And my leaf. Put that there. And there it is. See how pretty that is? And that is just, and see, you could go like this and just put a small tight coil in the center first, and then put the petals around the tight coil in the middle and have a center spot in there, like make you a black-eyed Susan or something. And there's different ways of making the leaves as well. So, and if you're making a greeting card or something and put something like this on a greeting card, how pretty that is. Now, and this is using the 1/4-inch quilling papers, but see, I really do like to use the 1/8 inch a little bit better because it gives you, it's more flat, it's not quite as dimensional. So if you're going to put it in a card and put it in an envelope, it'll mail. This is too thick to put like on a card in an envelope. When I was making these before, I was making things, I mean, and what I was doing too is I was taking pictures out of a coloring book, and instead of coloring them with colored pencils or whatever, just do your quilling on them and just fill in, like birds especially. If you're doing a bird and do it all in quill, well, take the picture and put it on like put the picture on a piece of styrofoam and then put saran wrap over that picture, and then you start putting your pieces on. But then that's where I use a lot of straight pins and hold it on. Like this is a little piece of foam here, and so if I was to put a picture of a bird on this foam and then put the plastic or anything over it and then glue it all together, but see, you have to kind of hold it together with the straight pins as you're putting it together, and then you're not gluing it right on the page, you're gluing it, then it holds itself, you know. Oh, I guess that doesn't make sense, but so like even like this, if I didn't want to glue it right on paper, if I wanted to just glue it together so it would be just a piece, then I would put this whole thing on plastic and glue the pieces together. Very gently, small amount of glue, and glue them together. Isn't that pretty? But that's pretty. That's just all I wanted to show you. And in my little show and tell here, thank you for hanging out all this time. And I want to read to you something. Let me just find. These here books are something that I've heard people having for so long, and I always wondered what they were like because just seeing them a little bit here and there when people sell them on their auctions and things. Um, I, well, there was a lady selling these books, so I bought a couple of them, and boy, am I glad that I did because they have the most beautiful things in them. The most beautiful images. You ever seen one of these, Papa?
Heard it?
The Ideals
Nope,
magazines.
never heard of it.
But they have got the most awesome things in them and beautiful things to read. There's poems.
Hmm.
There's so much in these. So now I have two. Um, I have two, but I've got another one coming because somebody was doing a sale the other day and she had some. And so I ordered one. Like these ones, I think I gave $5 each, but they were brand new, still in the package. And the one I got the other day was only $2 that I ordered. I haven't got it yet. But you see, like here it says, "Love my neighbor." Let's see what that says. I'm going to read that to you for my reading for right now. Let's see. As neighbors go, I have the best. He holds the door for me and lets me walk down childhood's lane. He's 5, I'm 63. We sit and watch the bird bath. He has filled it to the brink, and wager on which feathered friend will get that first fresh drink. A wobbly robin youngster, his speckled plumage bushy, is scared off by a blackbird. They're numerous and pushy. Then thrillingly a flicker comes, the water's all arile. My neighbor says, now see his breast? It's like a big black smile. The senses grow excitingly in ways most satisfactory. From ladybugs to goldenrod, we delve in the olfactory. I treasure those dear contacts, invitations without guile. He knocks upon my door and says, come out and talk a while. Oh, isn't that awesome? That's about this 63-year-old lady, and her next door neighbor is little 5-year-old. And he comes over and he helps her watch the birds as they come to the bird bath. I need a bird bath in my front yard where I can watch the birds and the birds. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. I'm going to have to ask Santa to get me a bird bath. Oh, wouldn't that be wonderful to have out in my front yard when I sit on my porch to watch the birds in the bird bath? That would be wonderful. Okay, anyway, I love that right there. That is beautiful. And so I haven't read much out of these books yet, but I know that I am going to absolutely love these. Everything in these books, the images, everything. So I'm happy to have, I have two now, and I'm going to have three when the third one gets here that I ordered from another auction. So I just got to watch over each and every one of you, every step you take, every move you make, and look forward. If you're any way interested in quilling, I'm going to reteach myself because it's been so long since I've done it. And so I'm going to acclimate myself to quilling. And I'm going to take you along on my journey. So I hope that you like this. Okay? And did I already ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make, keep you safe, keep you happy, keep you smiling. and and healthy and happy and humble. And God bless you and keep you safe. I'm keep talking while I'm looking for my mouse. Oh, there it is. I keep throwing things on top of stuff. Okay, God bless and keep you. Thanks for watching. And let's see how this works.